What's up, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ordinary E. And I don't know if you remember a couple of videos ago, my PC wouldn't turn on, but then when I laid it down on the table here, it turned on. Well, it's doing the same thing again. So I've laid it down on the table, let's see if that fixes it, and if not, then this is going to be episode 2 of Fix or No Fix. Okay guys, so yeah, it's happening again where you press the power button and you can hear like a static sound and then it doesn't do anything. So let's see if we can replicate that on the table. But yeah, there's definitely an issue because this is the second time it's happened. So I'm going to undo this. That's the back side. See if there's anything shorting. It sounds like a short, just like a static tick tick like that. Possibly something's touching the metal, don't know. Let's plug it in and I'll see if I can replicate what's happening here. Okay, power's plugged in, so when I turn on the power button it flashes, so that's okay. And then when I press the power button on, yeah, you hear that? So the light is on, but nobody's home, nothing's happening. So there's definitely something shorting out somewhere. Don't know what that could be. So I think we've got to start with the power in that case, right? So possibly this power supply is gone, or is that automatically got a safeguard where something's wrong and it's not powering on? Not sure. So don't know where to start really, guys. Let's start with disconnecting the power supply. Okay, so I've got all the cables away from the metal case of the power supply. I'm just going to plug it back in and turn it on now. No, same thing. Test the power supply. I think that's what we're trying next. Okay, everything in here looks to be untouched. I mean, it was working yesterday. I haven't touched anything, so nothing could have moved. Let's disconnect it. I'm going to use this LCD power supply tester. Just see if there's anything happening with the power. So, I have the two cables. So this 24 pin or whatever it is goes in here. This one goes in here. Let's plug it in. I may need to disconnect it all. Oh man, for this to work. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so I've totally removed the power supply from the system. Now, I do have like these connectors here that will connect in the fans. I don't know, could be that because it's like a makeshift dodgy. I've never seen these, but I'm using it. But it's been working for a year, so why would it do it now? Anyway, let's test it on this tester. And to do that, we need to plug it in. Yeah, hear that? The power supply is making a very dodgy noise. And this is beeping, so yeah, something's very weird with this, so that's why I thought it was the power supply, because it's making a funny noise. I didn't know if it was the cut-off switch, some sort of safety mechanism, but now it's continuous. Look, hear that? And because this is beeping, I don't think that's a good sign. PG99. Can't remember what that should be, but I don't think it's that. Nothing else is connected or touching. Alright, I guess the only thing to do... Yeah, that's not healthy, is it? So it's not the fan isn't spinning. Maybe I shouldn't be touching this. Alright, I think we've got a problem with the power supply for sure. Let's try and find another power supply that would fit in here and just see if that would work. Okay, so we're looking for a power supply that has 8 pins, because the board has 8 pins and 20 or 24 pin obviously. And also we have, what did we work out last time? I think it's about 250 watts we're using, so it's got to be 250 watts. Now this was 650, so this was a 650 power supply, but I only need 250, so let's see what we've got. Here is the bag of power supplies I've been collecting over the year. So first one up is, how many watts? It's a Dell power supply, 305 watts, so barely good enough. I think the main thing we need to look for is, it's got a connector there, it's only got a 4 pin and however many pins that is, so but the 4 pins no good, we need the 8, right? So that's no good. What else is in here? 400 watts of power supply. And again, we've got a 4 pin, no, we've got a 20 pin, 4 pin, 4 pin. I don't know if you can put two 4 pins together. Oh, 6 pin. That might do it, guys, that one there. This is a 400 watt aero. Has less cables. Alright, let's keep that to the side. This one has loads of pins. Where's your CPU one? That's only a 4-pin. This one 4-pin, and however many that is. So 4-pin's no good, so we can't use that. This one doesn't have, oh, it has a 4-pin there. Yeah, so that's no good. Can you just plug a 4-pin into an 8-pin? Don't know. Yeah, this one just has a 4-pin. 4-pin again. And the last one over here is a 4-pin. Okay, so I don't have any with 8 pins. Oh, what we could do, I have been collecting some more stuff for the next upgrade series, so let's go and check those out, those cases and stuff, see if there's any power supplies in there. Okay, so far we may have one candidate, but the only issue I have with this is it has a 4-pin and a 2-pin, and I don't know if that is for the CPU. So we have that. This one has a 4-pin here on its own, but it's not labelled, so I don't know if this would work. And also we've got to put it on the tester. Let's put it on the tester and see if it works anyway. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if this works. No. Okay, so I don't know if this one actually works, but it's not coming up on here. Okay, let's see what we got in the cases. So this is the first case we'll look at. I am planning to build in these cases later this year and give these PCs away to you guys with all the stuff I have collected and don't need anymore. Oh yeah, we have a power supply in here. Oh, we have a HDD. Let's see what that looks like. 500 gigabyte WD blue, and oh yeah, SATA connections. So alright, that's pretty good. I do wipe the drive, so don't worry guys, I don't look what's on there if you ever give me anything. So what power supply do we have here? I guess we check the connections first. So we've got a big pin. Oh, it's only a 4-pin. Damn, can you just put a 4-pin and an 8-pin? Would that work? I don't know. And we do have a disk drive, and it is a rewritable multi-recorder disk drive. Okay, so it's only got a 4-pin though. Don't know if we can use that. Let's check the next one. Okay, here's the next one I've managed to pick up, and just an HP compact. It does have an i3 chip in it, so that's why I picked it up. Don't know if that's going to be better than the one I have, possibly for my upgrade next season. And inside here, oh, there's another hard drive down there. So we all have hard drives in them. Yep, don't worry guys, I will erase them. I can't get to that one. What am I looking for? Power supply, right here. So, now this has a 4-pin connector. There is some RAM in here as well, but it looks like an old style. And I can't get to the chip, so I can't tell what i3 it is. Anything else in here that I can use while we're in here? No, disk drive, hard drive. Oh, you can lift this up. Hard drive is 500 gigabytes again. But yeah, no, can't use this power supply, and plus also, quite a nice power supply actually. It's quite small. Okay, we can't use this. And the chip must be under this heatsink. Right, on to the next one. Okay, here is the next one. It's an Acer. And has a, this is an Intel Pentium 4 PC, and remember guys, all the PCs and things I don't use, I'll be giving them away to you guys, so subscribe, comment, get someone else to subscribe. You may be in with a chance in the future. Alright, let's see what we've got in here. I don't think none of these kind of form factor PCs like this are going to be useful. So here's the power supply. Chip would be under there, don't know what that is. This is disconnected, looks like they've taken everything out, even the RAM. What am I looking for? So 24 pin, no pins. Can't get to that. No idea, but no idea. So I don't think that's what we're looking for anyway. But yeah, if I can fix all these machines, I will be giving them to you guys if I don't use them myself. Well, saying that, that worries me that my PC breaks. So, and then I don't have another PC to do my work on. So I'm going to need to build myself another PC, it looks like, as a backup. Alright, on to the next one. Let's try, I'm not going to try these kind of ready-made PCs anymore, I don't think, because I don't seem to have the right stuff in. Okay, so here's one that doesn't have, like it's a box PC that you would build yourself in, not a ready-made kind of thing. Let's see what's in here. Oh, power supply. Hard drive. Dust. Oh, this is a Corsair power supply. 450. Right, do you have the connections? Oh, I think, what the hell is this? There's an SSD here. No way. I need an SSD. Let's see what size it is. there's a Kingston 240, which is bigger than the one I have. No way. Alright, let's use it. We're going to put that in our system. Let's see what this hard drive is. Oh, that's a 1 terabyte. Beautiful. Okay, we have to wipe that. We've got another hard disk drive and power supply. So please. Oh, I like these as well. They're like black and white connectors. Alright, what do we have? Oh, check this out, guys. So 2, 4, 6, 8. We have an 8 pin and a 24 pin. I think this will do it. Now, does it work? Oh, yes. No beeping. The ping is 390, or the PG is 390. So it says we're getting 5 volts, 12 volts, and 12 volts. 2.5, 12, and 3.4, which all matches. It tells you above. So you should get 3.3, we're getting 3.4. Should get 12, we're getting 12.2. Should get 5, we're getting 5.2. That's sound as a pound. I think we can use this. Let's try it. Yes. This case also has some nice fun release screws, so I'm going to be nicking those too. Okay, just took the sticker off, cleaned it up. I don't know how you're meant to clean fans inside power supplies. Because I was checking this fan that we think is now broken, and it's got quite a bit of dust in there. So I don't know if whether just cleaning that up would help this power supply, but you're not supposed to open these, right? They're dangerous. Okay, I was getting super worried there, guys, because I thought we've just been through like 10 power supplies, 4 or 5 cases, and we weren't finding power supply with... Oh, this has more connectors. Yeah, so we were looking for the 8 connector. Looks like this does go to that. And it worked on the tester, right? Now, the other thing is, I did check online because I was thinking that we weren't going to find a power supply, and we got lucky there. I do have more computers that we could have gone through, so maybe I do have one somewhere, but we have come across this one. I think it will work. It has less cables. I don't know if we're going to be able to hook up everything. Looks like we are. It is less power, 450 when we had 650, but we know the system only eats 250, so we've got plenty of headroom if 250 is correct on my system. And we also managed to find an SSD, which is super good because I was running out of space on my SSD, so I want to see if we can utilize that, then have another SSD for editing on, so it's quicker. So it should have quicker read and write speeds, this. And then with the hard drive, which I'm currently using, yeah, we can still have the hard drive for photos and whatnot, right? So yeah, and storage. Plus, we can upgrade the hard drive if we wanted to a 1 terabyte. I don't think I've got a terabyte in there. Right, first thing is though, we need to get to see if this will work. So we're going with this power supply. Oh yeah, I was just about to tell you, I did read online that you can use a 4-pin connector. So if the worst came to worst, we could have used a 4-pin connector and see if that worked. But luckily, I have found an 8-pin connector. So let's put this in the system, see if we can get this working. We won't do the SSD right now. Let's see if this will work, guys. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, I don't have a PC to edit this video. Okay, so here's the PC, and here is the 450 Corsair power supply. So now we know we have a brand name, Corsair. Recognize that name, right? We've got the fan. Do we want the fan facing up or down? Yeah, okay. We have the fan facing down against this mesh here. Screw that in. I just started the screws off so we can hold it up and I can show you. There's just 4 screws and they line up here. This case is quite good actually because it has multiple holes, so if power supplies are different, it probably fits. Okay, there's 4 screws. And by the way, guys, there's my I/O shield that I managed to cut up. So remember I was trying to fit this I/O shield. Barely fits these here, but I had to cut this hole out. That's it really. Yeah, I can't find one to fit this case. So if anyone knows where I can get this I/O shield for an H1 something, what is it? H170 motherboard from Gigabyte, then let me know. Okay, so we have the power supply installed. Gonna probably see if we can get these cables better. If not, we'll just carry on as we were. Right, I need to get this up there somehow. Oh man, I've got another 8-pin. What? So I've got 2 8-pins. Hold on a minute. So this one is PCIe. I think we've got to use this one for the CPU. Alright, I need to be in there. Can I get round the back? Alexa, what happens to your PC if you put an under wattage power supply?
Kotaku.com.au.
Pardon?
Over time, they'll also cause mold growth, which can further damage your PC internals.
Mold growth for an under... That can't be right. What? This is a problem with towers. You can't reach the connections. I don't want to take the tower off. Okay. That's connected, power supply is connected, this is connected. I didn't even think about that. There are different sizes of these 24 pins, 20 pins you can get. Luckily it does fit. I assumed because we had an 8-pin that this would fit. Do we need PCIe power? We do not. We do have fan connector here that we haven't hooked up yet. Let's put one of these in just to see. Alright, nothing's touching, we haven't hooked up the hard drives. let's just see if the system turns on. Alright, it didn't flicker, but let's press the power supply. No, nothing. Oh, maybe I haven't turned it on. Yes! Okay, it's on and it's staying on. I think we have actually less, yeah, we've got less cables, right? That's good too. Okay, it looks like it's stable. I left it for about 5 minutes. It's staying on, so let's tidy this up and plug it all in. Okay guys, power supply's in. Just double check all your connections, you haven't loosened anything. Actually looks a lot neater, so I managed to route it all around the back and come out the holes on the back, and yeah, it looks less cluttered, right? Don't know what this is. Okay, so we've done the front, let's do the back. Okay, and there we have it guys, all of the back is connected. It's not the greatest I suppose, but this is what old machines kind of look like. This is pretty good for an old machine, I reckon. I've seen worse. So I managed to utilise this grommet up here for the 24 pin. I utilised this up here for the CPU pin. All the fans are connected. It's a lot less messier than the previous power supply because they haven't got these big massive huge cables. We can't use these. I believe this is for graphics cards, so obviously my graphics card doesn't need this much power. Until we find someone giving away a better graphics card, this is what we're stuck with. Hopefully in the new year when new GPUs come out, people will start giving away their 1080s or 1060s or whatever. So that'll be good. Right, let's button this up, put it back where it should be and see if it works. Oh, the back goes on so much better now guys. Oh, it was easier. Thank God. These things are a pain. Alright guys, moment of truth. Everything's hooked back up. PlayStation controller's back on top. Let's press the button. Let's see if it all turns on now. We have lights, fans and action. Do we have a boot up? We do. I'm going to use this for a while and see how it performs. Alright guys, it's been a few days and the PC's still working fine. No issues with the lower power supply that we put in. So I think we're going to keep that and see how that goes. But it wouldn't be a YouTube video without endangering myself and doing something dangerous and opening up this PSU, would it? So let's see if anything we can figure out what's wrong with this, or it's going to go to the dump. Probably should go to the dump anyway, but there's no harm in opening up and seeing where the noise is coming from if we can identify that. I don't know if we can fix that, if it's worth fixing it. It's probably dangerous. Do not try this at home. Apparently you're not supposed to do this, but I'm not going to go deep and try and fix it. Probably I'm just going to open it up and see what's going on. So looks like it could be a bit of dust bridging something, I don't know. Looks like there's 4 screws on top. Looks like it's already been opened. If you see this video, that means it's okay. I've managed to edit and upload this video, so. But if you don't, then Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the next live. Okay, so far so good. Not going to touch anything. Yeah, I wouldn't know where to start with that. There's no dust in there. That's good. There's a bit of dust on the fan, but that's about it. We've got some heat sinks. Don't touch anything, I said. Yeah, no idea. Let's see if we can hear the noise. I'm going to plug it in. Turn it on. No noise. That's interesting. See if it's working. I'm just going to hook a fan up. Does anything? Got a fan here. No fan. Well, it's not making any noise. Let's see if what happens if we plug it into this again. Put the big one in first. Oh, there we go. That spins the fan. What? This is crazy stuff, guys. Learning stuff all the time. Right, it's still bleeping, but it's a different. There was the PG before, but it's not the PG anymore. It's the 12 volt and the 5 volt. Maybe it is this thing. Maybe it is this connector. Maybe it wants more plugged in. Let's try that. Yes, it does. Alright, so the 4-pin power works. Stop beeping. Fan works, even with the connector. That's crazy. So it's not doing it anymore. And it says the PG is 270. 5 volts, 12 volts, 3 volts, 12 volts, 12 volts, 5 volts. So that's all good. PG is 270. I think the PG on the other one was 390 or 290. So when we did it, when it was failing, it was reading well low and bleeping. So what? It's working now after a few days of just being left alone. Could that be right? Take this off. Let's try another cable. So this is the 8-pin. I think this is the one I was using in the PC. Yeah, no, that one's fine. Fan's still spinning. Everything's fine. What happens if I plug one of these in? Definitely get yourself one of these testers, guys. I'll try and find one on Amazon for you. Put a link below if you want to get one, but this is come in handy, to be fair. Yeah, 5 volts comes up, so that's all good. There's another one here. You can test the SATA connections, I believe that's called. Yeah, 3 volts come up. Everything seems fine with this now. What? Plug it all in. Plug it into everything. There's a couple of more cables here. Here's another 6-pin. Still no beeps. Well, I never. So the power supply seems to be fine now. Oh. Do I put it back in? Oh, it just beeped there. Did you hear that? Is there something shorting? Don't know, but I don't trust the power supply because did it before, we put it back in and about 2-3 weeks later it did it again, right? So what we could do is keep this power supply on hand and we can use it to maybe test other stuff while we're building. But I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to use it as a test maybe because it seems fine now. No idea. Well, maybe it is something else in the PC. So we'll leave that power supply in there, and if something else goes, then it could be something else like RAM, CPU, who knows, motherboard. But at the moment the PC is working fine. This power supply is now working, which it wasn't before. There's nothing really else I think I can come to an assessment here. That's really crazy. Okay, so yeah, didn't know that motherboards must have changed their CPU pin out. So the thing I was struggling with when looking at all of the power supplies is these pins are sometimes different on the older machines, and I was looking for the CPUs. So this is a PCI, so express lanes. I believe that's for the graphics cards. Another one for the graphics card, so I could got potentially there 2 6s. This was a CPU I was using, a 4-pin, but then I was using for the new motherboard that I put in on the upgrade, had a 8-pin. So this was the thing I was struggling to find in the other power supplies, was an 8-pin. Luckily we found one. I was getting worried there, so I started looking on Facebook, like I said, but we managed to find one. I did have other PCs that I've been collecting, which I'll show you in the coming year on those videos, which I'll be trying to fix and give them to you guys, so make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, that's what I was struggling with, the CPU connector 8-pin, trying to find one of those. Luckily we found one, so happy with that. But I will keep this on hand because it has all of these connectors, which I now realise the other power suppliers don't have. And it is working for now, but I don't know what happens once we use it for a while, right? But we could use it for short periods, I believe. So we'll keep it on hand. And also an update on my bonsai tree. Let's have a look at what's going on with the bonsai tree. Nothing yet, guys. Still no green shoots, but it does take a long time, I heard. So we're just going to leave it. That means all the giveaways are still up for grabs, guys. Until I grow a bonsai tree, the giveaways are there for you. So there, make sure you subscribe. It'll be awesome. Get someone else to subscribe. Comment on the latest videos. Put your notifications on, because I'm doing the giveaways and no one's claiming them unless they don't want the giveaways. If that happens from now on, I'm just going to get rid of them. I'll put it on Facebook or Trash Nothing for free. Give them away that way, so I don't, because they're just taking up room. So if you don't want them, I'll just do that. By the next video, no one's claimed the keyboard from the last video or the Hall effects, so I'll either sell them or put them, or just give them away, I think. Well, that's it, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. PC's back. Happy New Year. I'll probably do the laptops first, get them out of the way. Some in between PlayStation stuff. I've got some kit. I want to do my own PlayStation controller for myself. Plus some questions came up about GPUs. I'm going to do a review on that, and got some other idea on videos as well. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Appreciate your support. Please support me in the next year. That'd be great. It'd be awesome if you subscribed, and I'll see you soon. Hey Alexa, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Here's hoping this one's a good one.